Hey, good morning. I am going to show you, I'm going to try to make this video as detail oriented as possible. I literally just woke up. I was supposed to watch it last night. That ain't happening. So that's why my eyes are a little puffy. So I haven't done anything to my hair. This is, it's been 9 days since I last washed my hair. And that's why I look so crunchy right now. But I'm going to show you what I use to wash my hair, what I use to condition, and how I style it. So it's going to be a series of videos that I'm going to send to you. So this is the first step. So this is what I use to wash. I'm going to show you all the products that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to tell you how I use them. Okay. So for my wash, I use Pantene, do like they do in the video, Pantene Deep Hydrating Co-Wash, and I use that in combination with the Pink Luster. I use both of these because this one is a pretty newer product. I like the smell. I like that it's like a deep hydrating co-wash, but this one detangles, moisturize, soften, and add shine. I was using this first. You can use just this, but whenever I do wash my hair, I don't detangle my hair in the dry state. I saturate it with water in the shower, and then I would section off my hair in the shower, and I would use this to wash and detangle using a detangling brush, which I got at work, Walgreens. So this is the truth, because I bought this thinking it's not a big deal, so I wanted to be fancy and buy one of a detangling brush like that online, because I seen this website had this brush, which you see how it separates or whatever, but this doesn't work for me. It's a lot wider, and so it doesn't give me the precision when I'm doing like the smaller section. This doesn't help me. This is my go-to. I might just buy another one, but I've had this for about a year and it's still in perfect condition. And I notice when I use this, I don't shed as much and lose as much hair as when I use this. So that's why I don't use this anymore. So that's what I wash with. And I do co-washes every 2 weeks or every week. And then once a month and a half, I would do a full wash where I strip everything, including the moisture, the gel, everything is just off my scalp. And what I use for that is my Dr. Bonner. I use Dr. Bonner. I'm almost done because I go through this like crazy. But I use the Dr. Bonner. You can use any of the scents. My favorite scent is the almond. My second favorite is the lavender. So I use either one of these, and this completely strips the hair completely. So that's why I don't do this every week, because when I used to wash with this every week, I would have to like constantly hydrate my hair throughout the week during my week wash. So I only use this once a month or a month and a half. But every week I do wash with the Pantene as well as the Pink Luster. And I get this I get from work or Walmart or Walgreens or whatever. This I had to buy online because I couldn't find it anywhere, because I had bought it on clearance at work and I loved it so much, but I couldn't find it anywhere else. So I bought this online on Amazon. I bought 2 for like $15, so whatever. So that's what I use to wash my hair. So let me put this on. So after I wash my hair, I have a water mixture that I have. And in this water bottle, this misting water bottle, I have the Mane Choice 4-way conditioner. It's a co-wash leave-in detangler rinse out. I only use it as a leave-in conditioner, but I don't put it directly into my hair. I add it to water with some old-fashioned Haitian castor oil It's this right here is liquid gold, literally liquid gold for my hair. I use it on my daughter's hair, and it's amazing. It moisturizes, it helps, it strengthens, it elongates. This stuff is the truth. If you need some Haitian castor oil, not that you're making castor oil, the Haitian castor oil, let me know and I'll get you some. So I have the leave-in with the castor oil, and I also put in a little bit of peppermint oil. I use the peppermint oil just to have it like feel what's the word, like refreshing. And I like the way that this feels, and I get this from Whole Foods. I think this bottle is about $8 at Whole Foods. I guess you can get any peppermint, but I wanted the 100% essential oil that I can use on my hair. So that's what I use in my leave-in bottle with water. And after I wash my hair, I'll come back and I'll show you what my hair looks like after I wash it and detangle it in the shower. Okay? Oh, one more thing. What I use to style my hair. I use this. I think I showed you this already. But this is what I use to style my hair when I do my leave-ins. My wash and go. It's literally like a black gel. And I like it. I like the black gel because the other gels that I was using, although they're great, when I go to like stretch out my hair during the week, it starts to flake. Now this one flakes too, but it flakes on like day number 5, 6 as opposed to day number 2, 3. So it gives me a longer stretch, and it doesn't, and because it's black, it doesn't make your hair look like super flaky, like your hair is dirty. Because I used to use this gel. This gel is really, really good. I get this at Target for $5.99. This is really, really good, but it flakes. It really does flake. So if I'm doing just like a wash and go, and I'm only setting my hair for like 2 days, and I'm gonna wash it in a couple of days again, then I will use this. But right now, this one, no bueno. And so this is what I'm gonna use to style. So when I come back on the next video, I'm gonna show you what's super hot in my bathroom. I'm gonna show you my hair detangled and sectioned so I can show you how I actually create my wash and go look. Okay? Hi, I'm back. I just finished washing my hair. Please excuse my skin. My skin is a little bit moisturized, or how black folks say greasy. But I'm headed out after this. But the beauty about this wash and go is because is that you can set it and just let it air dry. You can also sit under a dryer, a hooded dryer, or you can diffuse it. But I feel like when you do that in the wet state, it kind of takes away from the curl definition because you end up with a lot of frizz. This way, when you air dry it, when you set it and air dry it, it sets perfectly, and you don't get that frizz. So, like I said, water, deep leave-in conditioner, Haitian castor oil, as well as peppermint oil in my water bottle. Okay, you're definitely going to need a few of these clips when you section off your hair. I use this. I use a comb. I haven't used a comb in my hair in a long time. The only reason I use this particular comb is for the little tip. That's the only reason I use this comb. I don't comb my hair. I just always finger detangle and puff out with my fingers. And during my wash and go set, I don't use a comb on it at all because it creates, again, fuzziness or whatever you want to call it. Definitely wash this. I wash with this to detangle my hair. And so now let's get started. So this is what my hair looks like after it is washed. It completely looks different. My hair is have a high porosity. What that means is that my hair kind of live for water. So this is what it looks like after it was washed. It's very stressed out because the detangler and the co-wash kind of did its thing. I section off in the shower, just a rough section off. And I do it this way so it's easier for me to apply the product. So in this case, with my wash and go, this is, I've showed you before, this is what I use to do my wash and goes. And I told you the reason why I use this. I usually start in the back. I just wanted to take this apart to show you what my hair looks like after it's washed. So we're just gonna clip this down. If you hear my dog in the background, I do apologize. But I section my hair off. And I always start from the back. The reason I start from the back is because it's easier to set it in the back. Set the back first, and then and just have it laid in the back, as opposed to doing the front and then having to work your way from back to front. So always start from the back. It's just easier that way. So I section these sections off. Easy. So after I do the quadrant on my little alopecia chair, after I section it off, what I do is I spray my hair. Now what I do, I section the section and I work in two pieces on each piece of hair, or each section of hair. Okay, so this is what I'm working with first. So shake it up real good. I put a generous amount of leave-in because you want it to really penetrate your hair shaft. And if you have the leave-in conditioner, you know, it's good for your hair. Your hair is hydrated. You know what I mean? And you want it to just have the leave-in without that cakiness filling. That's why I started using the leave-in. So once I put in the water mixture, I kind of comb it out because I don't want any tangles, any knots or anything. Because once I set it, I can't do anything with it. So I try to do this in the wet state before I put the gel, only because this is easier for me to shingle once I put the gel on. So once I put this in, this is wet hair. You wanna wet it really good, and then you put a little bit of the gel. I hold the hair out and I put it on both sides, the front and the back, and then I just work it. Work it, work it, work it. Now what I've noticed with my hair, you have to saturate. When I say saturate, you want to saturate it with water, but you also want to make sure that the gel gets all the way to the end, because that's what gives you like the little curls definition. If you put on the roots and not at the end, then your ends get a little frizzy, and we don't want that. So just how you see me do it, you work it into the section, the entire thing. Once you rake it in, and then shingle it out, where you just separate, so you can have the individual curl. Rake it, part it, shingle. And when you shingle, you're just separating the hair so it doesn't clunk up all together. Rake, and then shingle. Sometimes I shingle extra in each little section. And you see how You see how it looks, right? You see the curl definition? This is what you want your results to look like. So when this dries, yes, it's going to shrink a little bit because, you know, you're drying your hair, but you'll still have that curl pattern throughout the whole hair. So this is the look that we want. We do that look. You see the difference between the hair that was processed, the hair I did already, versus the other section? So this is just wet, this is just clean hair. I haven't sprayed it with anything. This is just clean hair, no nothing. So now we're gonna spray it. And I always spray the stitch, the part, around the part, and then I spray the hair from root to tip. Because you want to make sure that the oils saturate each hair strand. And then you use your detangling brush. You want to make sure it's detangled, because again, you don't want any knots. You don't want any knots at all. So once you've done that, I feel like you can see this. Okay, so once you've done that, again, get all those knots out. All those knots out. And then you take a little bit of gel, this is all you need, for the front, for the back, and just work it in. You might need a little bit more, so I try to get my roots. And then you work that gel. See how the end right here is super puffy? Once you put that gel on it and work it in, you're gonna start to see the definition, and you just work it. Rake it in, rake it in. Detangle like part as you rake in. And once you feel like once you feel the hair is completely like where you want it to be, you can add a little more. I want definition, so I would apply just a little bit more than what I originally had, that little scoop in the beginning. And you want the ends to look like this. You see how those curls just pop? And you don't have to do anything. You put the gel, you work it in, and the gel does the rest. Your hair will do the rest. If you do it the way that I'm showing you, so once I rake it in, I finger part, and then I shingle. Shingling is just separating so that I have and when you go down, when I shingle, I also want to go down the root to make sure that all of the pieces, see when you come up a little bit, see that little frizz? I don't want that, so I would just make sure that the whole thing is completely saturated. So we rake and we shingle. Rake and shingle. Rake and shingle. Rake and shingle. Rake and shingle. Look at that. Look at those curls. Look at those curls. Okay, so that's the first section. And if you think that your curls are not separated enough, or because the more you shingle, the more volume you're gonna get when it dries. So that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna come back and show you when all of my hair is almost done, and show you how I would air dry it. Okay, I'm back, and this is the final look. It's really still really wet. There is some sections that are showing some signs of frizz. When that happens, all you gotta do is just work that gel back into that end so it doesn't look so as frizzy. Let me show you another piece. So you see this piece is already looking frizzy. What you do, you just take that strand, and the gel is still wet on the end. You just work it all the way to the tip. The key is to work it all the way to the tip. What that does is seals the moisture, and then it gives you that curl, because that's what you want. And then it'll just snap back. It'll just snap back. And you do the same throughout. Now, if you want it frizzy, because you know most folks want it frizzy, I don't want it frizzy on the first few days, only because I want my hair to last like a full week. And as it gets older, it starts to look better, because now your roots are completely dry, and then you just see the curls popping all over. So this is the look. So this is my trusted style of choice for my hair, which is my wash and go, using minimal products. Most videos that I've watched in the past, you know, they have multiple items, multiple layers, they're doing all kinds of stuff, but this works for my hair. Now, this here is where I put my disclaimer. What works for me may not work for you. So I just keep trying different products. It's the same method as far as, you know, doing, when you find the gel that you like and it does what you want it to do, then you go for it. But the method is still the same. You know what I mean? So this is it. This is my look. It's still wet. And then I'll send you a picture of when it's like semi-dry, as I progress throughout the day, or as my day gets started finally. And you'll see what it looks like in a few hours once it air dries. And you know, what I'm doing now is I'm just making sure that I don't have any frizz anywhere. And if I do see any frizz, I'll just work that gel into it to seal those ends. Because if you seal your ends, then your hair won't break. Well, at least in my case anyway. The back is almost dry. The roots are definitely not dry, but this is what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I should do this as a channel. But my go-to will be my wash and go. I don't like to do twist outs because twist outs is too much work. This right here, you set it and you won't need to bother it. During the week, all I do is puff it out, and you won't have to keep doing a whole bunch of stuff to it. But this is my hair. I hope you like it. I'll send you a cute little selfie. Ew, look at that bounce. 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 So yeah, you see the definition is definitely there. You see it? And you can get this look out. This is my signature look. Since I've been, you know, it was a lot of trial and error when it came to my hair. But for the most part, this works for me. It's an easy thing. It does take a little bit of time. I think I took a total of maybe like 2.5, 3 hours between washing and setting it. But I won't have to mess with it for another week. During the week, if I want more volume, what I do is that I would put a little bit of low heat on the roots just to puff up the roots, but the curls and everything would just pop. But yeah, here we go. And back in